Fancy trying somewhere new this week? Befriend an alpaca without leaving London. To see a selection of farms like Newham City Farm and to discover more incredible attractions and locations, go to timeout.com/TFL.
Transport for London. Every journey matters.
What do 38,000 international travellers experience on Ethiopian Airlines daily? 188,000 new adventures experienced, 28,000 business ventures launched, over 2 million horizons revealed, more than 160 flights worldwide every day. So make us your number one choice next time you fly. Visit flyethiopianairlines.co.za to book your flight. Ethiopian Airlines. The new spirit of Africa.
The new price drop at Tesco is here, and we've dropped the price of white bread, flatbread, garlic bread, granary bread, chocolate croissant, chocolate brioche, chocolate mousse, chocolate fudge cake, chocolate gâteau, mushroom soup, lentil soup, chicken soup, broccoli and Stilton soup, sliced beef, sliced ham, sliced chicken, sliced salami, ice cream, whipping cream, clotted green,
The new price drop at Tesco. Every little helps. Prices reduced on at least one product per spoken line, selected UK stores and availability.
cocoa, chicken wings, Cajun chicken wraps, cold cat.
It's a brand new sound for radio.
You heard it first on KSPX Sparkx Radio. New music.
Cell 2G 2000 watts. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
In my so girl, please don't be late.
Looking at my road, girl, I see it's almost time. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I hope you're getting ready, girl, and don't forget the wine. Yeah. How long is it gonna take? Tonight is just for you and I, and it's gonna be so fly. So fly, so fly. What? I like having you around, so I gotta put you down. So be there or be square.
Tabernating in my so girl, please don't be late.
Me, yeah.
Tabernating in my please don't make me wait. There's a meeting in my
Step into me, 'cause I'll lay it down. Come on in, baby. Yeah. Got a little something for my sexy mama. Been checking for you since day one. You're my moon and you're my sun. You're my star. You shine. Yeah. Girl, you're cheeky and you know that I'm feeling your steam. Be there, be square.
tabernating in my so girl, please don't be late.
Don't be late.
Tabernating in my so please don't make me wait. There's a meeting
You're everything that I've been searching for. Yeah. What? And there's no need for me to search no more. Come into my room. Oh, my baby. I'm really for you every day. Come on, don't be late to my oh, baby.
tabernating in my bedroom. So girl, please don't be late.
Don't be late, no.
Tabernating in my don't make me wait.
I can't wait. Come into my room. Two G's, Cell, LB, don't stop. What you gonna do now? Come into my, pick it. What? Slow. I ain't in no rush, girl, I'ma do it slow. Slow. I need you to treat me like a stripper pole. We don't need nobody, this a private show. You know I love to see your body in designer clothes, but I imagine you without them when you're moving slow. Girl, I just wanna see your eyes rolling, so don't be running from me, baby, where you going? I'm the only one that could get you this open. I ain't a player, baby, I'm coaching. 'Cause we got all night, let's take our time and do this right. I ain't in no rush, girl, I'ma do it slow. Shawty, I'ma do it. Girl, you better not move that. Moving slower than a slug down your body. Daddy gon' stretch you out like Pilates. Shawty, don't move a muscle, do you copy? I be needing the brain like a zombie. Slow motion for me like a nigga in juvenile. The way your body like a Benz driving Morgan. Wow, I show you off to my friends 'cause you match my style. Baby, we finna get nasty for a while. 'Cause we got all night, let's take our time and do this right. I ain't in no rush, girl, I'ma do it slow. Shawty, I'ma do it shadow. Girl, you better not move that. Trying not to get impatient. We can make the blink of an eye feel like the Matrix. Slow. But hearts be racing, going missionary face to face, and yeah. Girl, your body like a race. Take your top off, that's convertible. Love it when you call your name, so I can take this shit personal. I be all up in your ocean, yeah, we that be surfing on. Ain't no need to be in a hurry, no. 'Cause we got all night, let's take our time and do this right. I ain't in no rush, girl, I'ma do it slow. Shawty, I'ma do it shadow. Girl, you better not move this head.
I surrender my love. I surrender my love. Oh, till love kills me, I want you. Love over living, I choose love over living. Till love kills me, I want you. Love over living, I choose love over living.
Now let me tell you what's real. That money on the table, I'ma tell you let's build. Cabana at that poolside, coastline a slow time. No manners when the moves rise. Slow on, she's so fine. Lobby killer, them curves shifting, y'all get togethers. Body language that murder all of her predecessors. Style two of y'all best get up, gon' get the pressure. Queen truly a heart of gold, our common goals. No lies told, her eyes sold, my eyes closed. She got slow, we high low, we ride close. Them foes approach, she fire toast, just how I go. Really moody, I smack her booty, she give me lip. Game I give her like precious rubies, I seen a shift. Faith that she show me, more prices tell me than any gift. Never perfect, that light is on me, I'm on my shit. Bonnie Clyde, we two alive, my truest treasure. Ride or ride, could never die,
It ain't
this shit
never
forever.
gonna be perfect, but I've been thinking about forever. Me and you against time, only you at my side. For your touch, I surrender my love. I surrender my love. Oh, till love kills me, I want you. Love over living, I choose love over living. Till love kills me, I want you. Love over living, I choose love over living.
All the hits, one station.
a lot of people trying to find Jesus all on your own. A few days before he turned 80, he was sitting out back in a rocker. He said, "What you been up to lately?" I told him chasing a dollar, and in between sips of coffee, he poured this wisdom out. Said, "If you want my 2 cents on making a dollar count, buy dirt, find the one you can't live without. Get a ring, let your knee hit the ground. Do what you love, but call it work. And throw a little money in the plate at church. Send your prayers up and your roots down deep. Add a few limbs to your family tree, and watch their pencil marks in the grass in the yard all grow up. Cause the truth about it is, it all goes by real quick. You can't buy happiness, but you can buy dirt."
Before you get caught on that ladder, let me tell you what it's all about. Find you a few things that matter, that you can put a fence around. And then he laid it out. Buy dirt, find the one you can't live without. Get a ring, let your knee hit the ground. Do what you love, but call it work. And throw a little money in the plate at church. Send your prayers up and your roots down deep. And add a few limbs to your family tree. And watch their pencil marks in the grass in the yard all grow up. Cause the truth about it is, it all goes by real quick. You can't buy happiness, but you can buy dirt.
You can buy dirt. Thank the good Lord for it,
cause he ain't making any more of it.
So buy dirt,
find the one you can't live without.
get a ring, let your knee hit the ground.
Do what you love, but call it work. And throw a little money in the plate at church. And send your prayers up and your roots down deep. Add a few limbs to your family tree. Watch their pencil marks in the grass in the yard all grow up. Cause the truth about it is, it all goes by real quick. You can't buy happiness, but you can buy dirt.
But how can I, when there's a flood and a fire at the same damn time, raging right outside my door? I call my neighbor just to see if he's okay and if his power's out too. But I can't get no service, walking around searching the phone out like, can you hear me now? Ooh, I'm looking out at the stars, thinking about living on Mars. I don't know if I trust this Elon Musk, but I will if he can bust me, take me far away with a glass of Chardonnay. Distract me, baby, that's what love's here for. Help make me forget, distract me, baby, that's why I can't. Like there ain't nothing left, distract me, baby, 'cause all I wanna do is love you. Distract me, baby, come take me away from it all, from it all. Should I laugh, should I cry, and will I sleep tonight? Misfortune's got me open, and I wish I never met her at all. I just can't look away from a crash in the other lane. But what I don't realize is that I'm the one on fire. So come take me far away with a glass of Chardonnay. Sometimes we need each other to find an escape. Life goes in so many ways we don't anticipate. My kisses, my loving is your escape from what the world is. Let my actions distract you, take you away with my passion fire. Let me take you there. Sometimes you just need it. I wanna take you far away. Come on, babe, let's go, babe, let's go. Just find a fate in you. Have a picnic just for two. Gather on top of the world. All I wanna do is just run away with you. Have a dinner date just for two. Together on top of the world.
Hit Music Radio.
From the L to the O, B to the E, with the guys are strong and the girls are both have 4 letters, but they're 2 different things altogether. Cause I've liked many ladies in my day, but just like the wind, they've all blown away. See, to love someone, it's an atmosphere that you both still share when one's not there. There's no real way it can be explained. I guess it's the way I smile when I hear your name. It's the little things you do that mean so much. It's the kiss that you put into every touch. It's the way I trust you and you trust me. I guess some of us are so lucky. I was known for having the upper hand. I was known as a stone cold ladies man. If it wasn't for you, I'd be that way still. But lately, there's a change in Jalil. Though my friends play games and tease me a lot, I know I'm more than happy with what I've got. When I get up in the morning and go to work, see, all day long I stay alert until we come home at night and close the door. Two people share one common cause. When I say one love, you can trust me, 'cause never have I been so lucky.
One love, one love. You're lucky just to have just one love. One love, one love. You're lucky just to have just one. One love, one love. You're lucky just to have just one love. One love, one love. You're lucky just to have just one. One love, one love. You're lucky just to have just one love.
Now the love I used to have just left me cold. I used to buy her everything from diamonds to gold. At first I thought she left me 'cause I didn't buy her enough, but then she left me a note along with all my stuff. Said maybe one of these days you'll have to learn that love is something that you gotta earn. And once you earn it, got to know how to keep it. You got to want it as well as you need it. To have lost love was a hurting lesson, but to have had love was a definite blessing. Now I know what the Beatles were thinking of when they said that money can't buy me love. When you say lost love, what do you mean? I just went through the exact same thing. Mine was lost for a whole different reason. I lost my love because of cheating. Started roaming through the streets all day and night. I guess greedy best describes such an appetite. I wish I had her back, but it remains a wish. I guess a bird in the hand beats two in the bush. I'd like to thank you, girl, for teaching me love, because all in all, I had a ball. I guess it's better to have loved and to have lost than to never had loved at all.
One love, one love. You're lucky just to have just one love. One love, one love. You're lucky just to have just one. One love, one love. You're lucky just to have just one love. One love, one love. You're lucky just to have just one. One love, one love. You're lucky just to have just one love.
Now I think it's about time that we break it down. This is all about the love that we lost and found, about the love we missed and the love we shared, about the love that just up and disappeared, about who is for real and who is fake, so you can learn from our mistakes. 'Cause it was already written, done and said, so you can stay 2 steps ahead. It's for the love which you give, it's for the one we live, it's for the vibrant letter, means may we last forever.
One love, one love. You're lucky just to have just one love. One love, one love. You're lucky just to have just one. One love, one love. You're lucky just to have just one love.
Yo, VIP. Let's kick it.
Ice, ice, baby. Ice, ice, baby.
Alright, stop, collaborate and listen. Ice is back with my brand new invention. Something grabs a hold of me tightly, flow like a harpoon daily and nightly.
Will it ever stop?
Yo, I don't know. Turn off the lights and I'll glow. To the extreme, I rock a mic like a vandal. Light up a stage and wax a chump like a candle. Dance, caress a speaker that booms. I'm killing your brain like a poisonous mushroom. Deadly, when I play a dope melody. Anything less than the best is a felony. Love it or leave it, you better gain weight. You better hit bullseye, the kid don't play. If there was a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook while my DJ revolves it.
Ice, ice, baby. Ice, ice, baby. Ice, ice, baby. Ice, ice, baby.
Now that the party is jumping, with the bass kicked in and the Vegas are pumping. Quick to the point, no faking. Cooking MCs like a pound of bacon. Burning them, if you ain't quick and nimble. I go crazy when I hear a cymbal and a hi-hat with a souped up tempo. I'm on a roll, it's time to go solo. Rollin', hit my 5.0, put my rag top down so my hair can blow. The girl is on standby, waiting just to say hi.
Did you stop?
No, I just drove by, kept on, pursuing to the next stop. I bust a left and I'm heading to the next block. The block was dead, yo, so I continue to A1A.
Beachfront Avenue.
Girls were hot with wearing less than bikinis. Rock men lovers, driving Lamborghinis. Jealous, cause I'm out getting mine. Shade with the gauge and vanilla with the 9. Ready for the chumps on the wall. The chumps acting ill because they're full of 8-ball. Gunshots ranged out like a bell. I grabbed my 9, all I heard was shells falling on the concrete real fast. Jumped in my car, slammed on the gas. Bumper to bumper, the avenue's packed. I'm trying to get away before the jack is jacked. Police on the scene, you know what I mean? They passed me up, could run it all, the dope fiends. If there was a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook while my DJ revolves it. Ice, ice, baby. Lyrical poet. Miami's on the scene, just in case you didn't know it. My town that created all the bass sound. Enough to shake and kick holes in the ground, cause my style's like a chemical spill. Feasible rhymes you can vision and feel. Conducted and formed, this is a hell of a concept. We make it hype, and you want us to print this. Shape plays on a fade, slice like a ninja, cut like a razor blade so fast. Other DJs say, damn, a rhyme was a drug, I'd sell it by the gram. Keep my composure when it's time to get loose. Magnetized by the mic while I kick my juice. If there was a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook while DJ revolves it. Ice, ice, baby. Ice, ice, baby. Ice, ice, baby. Ice, ice, baby. Yo, man, let's get out of here. Word to your mother. Ice, ice, baby, tickle.
Get down? Tell me, what you gonna do? Do you wanna get down? What you gonna do? You wanna get down? What you gonna do? You wanna get down? Tell me. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Come on in. Get down on it. How you gonna do it if you really don't wanna dance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up off the wall. Tell me, how you gonna do it if you really don't wanna dance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up off the wall. 'Cause I heard all the people saying, get down on it. Come on and get down on it. If you really want it, get down on it. You gotta feel it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Come on and get down on it. Baby, get down on it. Get on it. Get down on it. I say, people, what you gonna do? You gotta get on the groove if you want your body to move. Tell me, baby, how you gonna do it if you really don't wanna dance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up off the wall. Tell me, how you gonna do it if you really won't take a chance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up off the wall. 'Cause I heard all the people saying, get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. When you're dancing, get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Sha-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-doo. What you gonna do? Do you wanna get down? What you gonna do? Get your back up off the wall. Dance, come on. Get your back up off the wall. Dance, come on. Get down on it. Come on and get down on it. If you really want it, get down on it. You gotta feel it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down. Come on and get down on it. Baby, baby. Get down on it. Get on it. Get down on it. How you gonna do it if you really don't wanna dance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up off the wall. Tell me, baby, How you gonna do it if you really won't take a chance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up off the wall. Listen, baby, you know it. Oh, when you're dancing, yeah, you show it. Oh, when you move, 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 you know it. Oh, when you're dancing, yeah, you show it. As you move across the floor, get down on it. Come on and get down on it. If you really want it, get down on it. You gotta feel it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Come on and get down on it, baby, baby. Get down on it. Get on it. Get down on it. Sha-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Oh, what you gonna do? Do you wanna get down? Oh, what you gonna do? Get your back up off the wall. Dance, come on. Get your back up off the wall. Dance, come on. Get down on it. Come on and get down on it. If you really want it, get down on it. You gotta feel it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Come on and get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. While you're dancing, get down on it. Get down on it. Oh, 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 yeah. Get down on it. You move me, baby, when you move. Get down on it. Get down, get down, get down.
We play all the music you want to hear. We are KSPX Sparkx Radio.
Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, got it, got it, get it, get it, get it, got it. I did what I wanted. Feelings I got 'em. Now I do not want 'em. My girl need a chance. Yes, I want 'em on 'em. It's talking shit, but they don't want any problems. Girls at the party wanna ride me like a rodeo. She just heard our song on the radio. Girls only want us 'cause they know that we really are. Ask me what I'm rapping, then I'm yelling Team Hater. She don't need respect, running up a check. She don't put in work, money's getting burned. It's a bag alert, yeah. It's a bag alert. It's a bag alert, yeah. It's a bag alert. She don't need respect, running up a check. She don't put in work, money's getting burned. It's a bag alert, yeah. It's a bag alert, yeah. It's a bag alert. It's a bag alert, yeah. It's a bag alert. It's a bag alert. Get up a bag alert. Get up a bag alert. Get up a bag alert. That's my bag.
Yeah, hey, she just wanna take it to the room. Pull that mouth, yeah, I put her on the moon. Yeah, she dancing with the devil like soon. Tell her she could get over back in noon. Yeah, I ran out of love, ain't nobody like me. Getting money like me, neck and wrist is icy. Yeah, drinking in the club, it was perfect timing. Probably taking 19, I've been living my dream, yeah.
Girls at the party wanna ride me like a rodeo. She just heard our song on the radio. Girls only want us 'cause they know that we really are. Ask me what I'm rapping, then I'm yelling Team Hater. She don't need respect, running up a
calling like hit me a surgeon. Got that work, but don't got no work. Yeah, she need bands, you buy the first. She make them lose whenever she get in that stance. She got dreams on islands and riding first class. She got a mouth on her, she goes out her man to get on her knees and do something with no hands. Too big, I'm on my toes. The bra with that string don't fit on her. Can't walk past the new with her. Damn, looking back over the shoulder. She going through some things. 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 She going through some things.
Some things. Late night gone off that late night trip. Late night thoughts might need to make that switch. You know you ain't shit. Whoa. $8-9 give you late night. $1-800 son give you what you like. Leo, he is not your type. Only I can give you what you need. All night, yeah.
Too big, I'm on my toes. Bro, with that shit don't fit on.
Nah, can't walk past the with her.
Looking back over my shoulder. She going through some things. 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 She going through some things.
Going through some things.
Yo, Peter Pablo.
Oh, he rang clean too.
Drop a dime on that. I don't like that.
Let's take some calls from the request line. Caller number 1.
Hey, man, what's up? This is Dominique from Shady Nose Trailer Park.
What's up, Dominique?
I want to hear that song from Lil Jon and Peter Pablo.
Alright, I got that coming right up for you. Now, shout out the radio station that gave you what you wanted.
W Boom Boom B, baby.
What you doing from the front? What you doing from the back? Better bring it down like that. What you doing from the front? What you doing from the back? Better bring it down like that. 24, 34, 46, good and thick, and what you get, she'll work with. Pretty face and some cute lips, earring in the tongue, and she know what to do with it. Make a name for herself, and she do it well. I know how to keep a business, keep a still. Come over anytime, call chick, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and she right there, and she know why she came here, and she know where her clothes supposed to be. Off and over there, look, a little bit. I need a girl I can freak with, the way they try, and they scared of a love to get a body, cause I ain't drunk enough to do that. Shamika, Keisha, Tara, Sabrina, Krista, Rhonda, Felicia, Janisha, Siobhan, Monique, Christina, Yolanda. I need to know a whole lot and can teach me. Need a think, take her to on my own ease, I don't have to do that for her. I'm spoiled. And now I like to work that hard. I like to lay back, relax, and enjoy my time. When my eyes roll back and my toes curl. When you do that, girl. Till it come time for me to have to give her hers. Tell me what you want. Do you want it with your feet crammed to the? Do you want it with your face in the pillow so you can yell as loud as you want to? On the floor, do you want it on the chair? Do you want it over here? Do you want it over there? Do you want it in your? Do you want it in your? I can get anything you can handle. Shamika, Keisha, Tara, Sabrina, Krista, Rhonda, Felicia, Janisha, Siobhan, Monique, Christina, Yolanda. When she doing from the front, when she doing from the back, better bring it down like that. When she doing from the front,
worshiper in me wants to be free from the cares of life that seem to weigh me down. Yes, the worshiper in me needs consistency to lift my hands to give you praise when no one's around. Yeah. Oh, the worshiper in me wants to break free from the intellectual mentality. Like when I should be up, I'm seated in my seat. I should be lifting my hands, giving you praise and glory. Hey, I should be giving you more. I should be giving you more. Hey.
The worshiper in me wants to be free.
Just wants to be free
from the cares of life that seem to weigh me down.
From the cares of life that seem to weigh me down. Weigh me down sometimes. I wanna be consistent.
Lift my hands and give you praise when no one's around.
Lift my hands to give you praise.
He wants to break free
from the intellectual
mentality.
Like when I should be up,
Yeah, ought to be Lord, to be mine. Blessed Savior, I surrender.
Thinking it's hard about something I probably won't fix. It's probably because I'm depressed. Maybe I'm pressed, maybe I'm stressed. Thought I cared less, I need a caress. I'm holding my chest, I ain't felt like this ever since my mama and them almost caught me having sex. Now I gotta flex, rolling with the dogs. I think I roll in some mess. What if my life is just some kind of test? What if it don't make no sense? What if I don't make no sense? Then again, I doubted God, my doubts don't even make sense. Look in the mirror, I ain't seen you. You look familiar, wait. Spent a good chunk of my life just staring at the sky, wondering how I'm still alive and why. How did my loss end up beautiful? 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 Why do I take so much? Why do I take so much pride in the stuff that I made? Why am I scrolling on Instagram laughing at stuff that you hate? Why do I try to convince everybody that Tory don't struggle with lust? Wonder what they say I wasn't Christian if they heard me cuss. I'm doing too much. I find myself looking back at myself like, who's that dude? I wanna be heard but don't wanna listen. Can't have my cake and eat it too. Look in the mirror, I ain't seen you. You look familiar, wait. Spent a good chunk of my life just staring at the sky, wondering how I'm still alive and why. How did my loss end up beautiful? 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 Why would you run from the source of your energy? Why would you run from the judge of all your enemies? You own one. Why would you run though? Why would you run for? Why would you run though? Why would you run? Why would you run though? The question rhetorical. Why would you run for? The question rhetorical.
boy had dreams, yeah. The boy had dreams, had to get it by any means. Didn't know how long my life would be. Some death I seen, never know when your time will be. Life ain't guaranteed. I was only 8 when I lost my best friend. The boy had dreams, had to get it by any means. Didn't know how long my life would be. Some death I seen, never know when your time will be. Life ain't guaranteed. I was only 8 when I lost my best friend. Her story was tragic, still they know everything that happened. Felt I was too young to be seeing her up in a casket. Prayed that God use magic, put together the mashes. Something ain't feeling right, I'm melting like plastic. Some things I forget, but I remember lots of times. Things I seen keep replaying up in my mind. Try to make the feelings go. Think I forgot
Was mixing them drugs, but the demons were still in my head. Like God didn't love me, didn't care what happened next. They told me I must be mentally ill, I'm depressed. Burgers and lean, couldn't feel my body. Liquor and weed almost made me catch your body. Making sales in peas, yeah, rapping was just a hobby. Didn't do it for me, yeah, my idols I would copy. The boy had dreams, had to get it by any means. Didn't know how long my life would be. Some death I seen, never know when your time will be. Life ain't guaranteed. I was only 8 when I lost my best friend. The boy had dreams, had to get it by any means. Didn't know how long my life would be. Some death I seen, never know when your time will be. Life ain't guaranteed. I was only 8 when I lost my best friend. Think about my mama when I almost got shot. Was in love with the drama, wanna slide when I got robbed. Some things unchanged, now I'm looking back to God. He healing my pain in ways the drugs could not, yeah. This life too short, but with God it's everlasting. Praying to the Lord when the devil start attacking. Get out my house, I already sent you packing. God love me in amounts that I couldn't imagine. He saved me from myself, better yet, he saved me from hell. Not my best, but I'm doing well. Sometimes it be hard to tell, but my life I guarantee God watching over me. And if I die tonight, I know where I'm going. I was off track, really be back, ain't waste no time. The demons attacked for a fact, I was fighting for my life. But I don't forget the times, and I don't forget the lies. But I wanna use them rhymes, tell them what's true in life. The boy had dreams, had to get it by any means. Didn't know how long my life would be. Some death I seen, never know when your time will be. Life ain't guaranteed. I was only 8 when I lost my best friend. The boy had dreams, had to get it by any means. Didn't know how long my life would be. Some death I seen, never know when your time will be. Life ain't guaranteed. I was only 8 when I lost my best friend.
You're listening to your number one hit music station, KSPX Sparkx Radio.
Work, 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 work. You see me, I be work, 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 work. You see me do me dirt, 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 dirt. There's something about that work, 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 work. When you walk a line, 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 line. I'm in the cafe, my ta, 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 ta. Drive me a deserting. No time to have you lurking. You make a like, now you don't like it. You know I dealt with you the nicest. Nobody touched me in the righteous. Nobody text me in a crisis. I believed all of your dreams are duration. You took my heart, all my keys, and my patience. You took my heart, I must leave a decoration. You mistaken my love, I brought for you for foundation. All that I wanted from you was to give me something that I never had, something that you never seen, something that you never been. But I wake up and nothing's wrong. Just get ready for work, 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 work. You see me, I be work, 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 work. You see me do me dirt, 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 dirt. There's something about that work, 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 work. Na 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 na. When you walk out, na 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 na. Before the table turn, 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 turn. Beg you something, please. Baby, don't you leave. Don't leave me stuck here in the streets. If I get another chance to, I would never, no, never neglect you. I mean, who am I to hold your best against you? I just hope that it gets to you. I hope that you see this through. I hope that you see this true. What can I say? Please recognize I'm trying, baby. I feel why. It's me, I feel why. You see me do my da. Something about that why. When you walk out, la. When the cat from my ta.
Yeah, okay. You need to get done at work. whenever, come over. We just need to slow the motion. Don't get out of the way to no one. Long distance, I need you. When I see potential, I just gotta see it through. If you had a twin, I would still choose you. I don't wanna rush into it if it's too soon, but I know you need to get done if you come over. Sorry if I'm way less friendly. I got tryna end me, oh, yeah. I spilled all my emotions tonight, I'm sorry. Rolling, 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 rolling. How many more shots until you're rolling? We just need a face to face. You could pick the time and the place. You'll spend some time away. Now you need to forward and give me all the work, 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 work.
It's me up there, work, 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 work. You see me do my da 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 da. So me better work, 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 work. When you walk out, la 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 la. When the cat from my dirt, 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 dirt. Work, 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 work.
Only with real, never fake. As long as I call, yeah. I can never fall, but you would never know, cause you never come over. You say I got these, but you would never know, cause you never come over. I be with the bros, we steady kicking shit, yeah, we catching the scores, yeah. Never go fakes, only go real. I can't hang with a snake, I can't really chill with him. He moving like a fake, so you know that I still get him. That he a play, I can't really feel with him. I put that thing on skates with him. Chills get him from the coolest to a bed, yeah, that's why I hate. She used to love it, now that bitch don't date. That's what happened to a shorty for going fake. Only with real, never fake. That as long as I go, yeah. I can never fall, but you would never know, cause you never come over. You say I got these, but you would never know, cause you never come over. I be with the bros, we steady kicking, yeah, we catching the scores, yeah. Only with real, never fake, that as long as I go, yeah. I can never fall, but you would never know, cause you never come over. You say I got these, but you would never know, cause you never come over. I be with the bros, we steady kicking, yeah, we catching the scores, yeah.
For me, I would like to not worry about dying. Everyone who has been touched by the cold grip of gun violence understands.
I've learned to duck from bullets before I learned how to read. People have said that I'm a tool of some nameless adult. I'm here to say never again.
Fight for your lives before it's someone else's job.
I am a survivor.
We're gonna live to fight another day, taking back the world in every way. We gon' cut our losses every day. I'm sick of losses, you hearing me? We've been through it, we've been through it all. I'm sick of losses, I'm done with it. We're done with it all, are you hearing me? Yeah. We ain't afraid to fight. I got it. We gon' fight another day. We gon' live just to fight another day. We gon' live just to fight another day.
One time for the culture, one time for the Lord. Throw the flag on the field, I'ma still kick game cause I'm beating the odds. Ay, one time for my pastor, we done built a prophet in the hood. I'ma make it flip like a gymnast and witness the vision, a prophet in the hood. I've been ready, I'm set to go. Faith got me feeling invincible. Young vet and I'm set to blow. Watch a massacre become a miracle. My pen holding visions of millions of souls. Lord is my witness, it's all that I know. Call me guilty, I plead the fifth. Grace amazing, I can't resist. So Lord,
we gon' live to fight another day, taking back the world in every way. We gon' cut our
wins and fight these losses. Cause we ain't faceless, we ain't taking. Replace these racist braces, take these jokers, swap them with some kings and aces. No fear, no tears, that badge you wear doesn't bother me. Ever since the day they started carding me, I knew that there was a God in me, so pardon me. We gladiators, educated and they married me. From South Beach to Canal Street, we congregate until we all make it.
It's a shame, we still slaves with all these chains, and the thing changed. The only difference is police slangs and a hashtag name. All this fuel added to the flame. Glory is what we reclaim. We had to learn the harder way. We lost a day, but we lived to fight another day. Martin didn't dream so that we couldn't sleep. Malcolm didn't talk so that we couldn't speak. Moses said so we could get a seat. Harriet said get the shackles off our feet. All my life I had to fight, but I won't let them get the best of me. Our bloodline comes from history. Therefore I smell victory. Let's go. We gon' live to fight another day. We're taking back the world. We gon' cut our losses. Every day. Sick, I'm tired. We've been through it. I'm done with it.
Now I ain't gon' lie, I'm high, not all the small. What the world is saying, the world gon' crazy. You can see it for yourself. Trump to go, feel like we all in jail. This is where the streets, can't call police. With everything going on, you act like you don't see. But I'm still here, I'm still standing, that the world won't burn. You can cut us off, you can lock us up, we standing firm.
Been broken, my hands may be tied, my heart may be low, but my spirit's alive. May take some fire to open your eyes, see us as people and see what we find. Another day, everywhere. Every day. I'm sick of
shoot them. Our future lawyers, they shoot them. Our future teachers, they shoot them. So how is it that our young youth is the future when they shoot them?
I got political ties. You take subliminal shots. I'm up here sitting with God. How did we make it this far? How did we make it this far? I don't need any applause. Talk to the man who's in charge. Tell him to free all my dogs.
I'd rather be with you until that day will fly away. I just love that smiling face in the early sun. If I can't have you to myself, then life's no fun.
I'd rather be with you, yeah. Yeah, I'd rather be with you. I'd rather be with you, yeah. Yeah, I'd rather be
I wanna hold your hand, oh, if I can, just be a man. I wanna be your friend, not now and then, but until the end. I just love the way you act, and that's a fact. I wanna be your number one, so get to that. I'd rather be with you until that day will fly away. I just love that smiling face in the early sun. If I can't have you to myself, then life's no fun.
I'd rather be with you, yeah. Yeah, I'd rather be with you. I'd rather be with you, yeah. Yeah, I'd rather be with you. Oh, man.
I'm trying to be funny, but I'm really serious this time, baby. Even though it's a cold world, baby, but you know deep down inside that I do love you. I know I sound strange, but I really mean it. We gonna make it this time, baby. You're the only one, yeah. I really love it. I'm coming at you with both hands tied behind my back, baby.
I'd rather be with you.
You got me. Yeah. I'm coming at you. Get ready.
you so much for tuning in to Music Marvels with the Chick with Beats and Breezy Gibson. I am music producer Chick with Beats.
And I am entrepreneur Breezy Gibson.
And, you know, we're delighted to be here and do what we do. We got another great show lined up for you. Of course, as Women's History Month winds down, we're still celebrating here. And we're going to highlight some of our chats with some of the incredible women that have been on our show. And so today we're highlighting our chats with Prissy, with Monique Nicole, and Adrienne. So, you know, we got that. We've got music industry news for you. And, of course, beats by yours truly sprinkled in.
All right. Hey, man, let's get it.
All right, let's go.
Oh yeah. You know, I am just hyped today. I'm always hyped, but I'm extra hyped today because our guest is a young lady who is making a trail in so many different directions. Okay, and so without any further ado, we're going to let her tell her story. We're not stealing any of her thunder. The one and only, hailing out of North Carolina, the North Cackalack, the one and only Prissy. Prissy, how you doing today?
I am doing fine. I feel amazing being able to talk to you guys. Tell my story.
Okay.
Glad to have you.
Yeah. Glad to have you. Okay, so now, you know, share a little bit about who you are, and so our listeners who haven't become familiar with you can become familiar with you.
Okay, my name is Prissy, and I'm from North Carolina, small town in North Carolina called Tarboro. I'm a small business owner. I do quite a few things. I'm in love with music and classic cars. I'm a natural hairstylist and an auto body tech. I'm also a lowrider. I like to do things totally different from, I guess, the norm. I like to go into the male-dominated industries and just be me. I just love singing. I love singing. That has gotten me so far. I do have a business name, Prissy Painters Inc., INK LLC, and that was established in June of 2017. This is where hair and the car world collide. That's why I call it Prissy Painters Inc., because of my history with hair and cars. I'm an avid classic car lover. Mainly what I do is I like to help people. I love to make sure people are okay, whether it's physically, mentally, or spiritually. And with my products, my hair products, it helps with a lot of people with cancer and other autoimmune diseases. I have had the opportunity to work in the cancer center here in Tarboro, where the actual cancer physician, they approved my hair oils, which is one of my main products in my product line of Prissy's Inc. They approved my hair oil for cancer patients. I'm still on the journey, hoping to connect with people so I can get this product out here and push it further. Also, with my music, it's a healing thing for me. It's therapy for me, given that I've gone through quite a few things over my short period of lifetime of 42 years. Going through divorce, going through, being in a wheelchair. I had to walk through my own process of my hair falling out, different types of things. And I just want to be an encouragement and a help to others.
Wow. You know what? You have said quite a mouthful there. And I mean, we can go in so many different directions just based on your opening introduction and description of yourself. Okay. Now, one of the things that you said that caught my attention is that you say you like helping people. And that is just jumping out. That's obvious. Okay. So, you know, I mean, people need help in many different directions. And so now what led you in that facet of your life?
That part of my life, I think just going through sicknesses, different illnesses, being in a wheelchair, trying to figure out how can I restore my hair, because I know being a woman, your hair is everything. And just going through that emotional journey alone of just not knowing what's going on with my body, I had to go take an approach of holistic medications, learning how to eat differently, learning how to find different herbal medications to beat it, because the doctors told me I was in a wheelchair for a year and I was in diapers and they didn't know what was going on with me. So at first they thought it was lupus, then it went into, well, maybe it's just fibromyalgia. So that process in itself, I had to learn how to live all over again. They told me I wasn't able to have children. I have 3. They told me I wasn't able physically because of later on in the years that what my body had gone through, I wouldn't be able to do auto body. So it's not what people tell you that you can't do. I'm a firm believer in God, and that with Him, all things are possible. And obviously my life speaks that. Just going through divorce, going through abusive situations, you can make it. You can make it. I want my message every day is to look at people, even if they don't know my name, if they just be around me, just to have an upbeat attitude, and just to allow people to see that it's possible. It is possible. Even if they can hear my music, that it will be such a healing release during that sound that it will bring forth a hope. I'm sorry. I may have gotten off track, but
that's okay. That's okay.
Bring hope for people.
Yes, ma'am. Wow. Okay. A chick with beats, man. Come on, man. That's a heck of an opening. That's a double.
Yeah. A lot of times people kind of just focus more on the talent side of it. We talk to a lot of artists, and what do you want people to get from you? But the fact that that like you're actually offering and providing like healing through singing, that's a really, really, really powerful thing. So hats off to you for already having your own stuff that you were dealing with, but still to be able to reach out and help other people. Like a lot of times it's easy to kind of just withdraw into yourself, but I just think the fact that you just want to share positivity and brighten other people's day is just a really, really beautiful thing.
Oh, thank you.
And you dropped the fibromyalgia word in there. Okay, so we don't want that to just slide by for those who don't understand just the significance of that. So can you take just a few seconds to explain to the listeners just what that means?
Yes. Fibromyalgia, practically what it does, it mimics, the last time I read about it, it mimics at least 13 major diseases, and it affects your nerves and your muscles. And your memory. I experienced the severe memory loss. I experienced the nerve issues, the nerve pains, the muscle part. You literally have what I've experienced, muscle spasms from your neck all the way down to your toes. If you're on a scale of 10 or more. I've had so much excruciating pain in my past that when I was in labor with my son, my doctor was like, "Why didn't you come sooner?" I'm like, "Sir, I couldn't feel it." So it affects you on so many different aspects. It changes your life. It affects the people around you. It is very debilitating. If you don't, I'm gonna say, you really have a strong will, and I'm a strong will person, but I think my worst has already happened. But it changes your life, even down to your thinking. It can cause depression. Been there, done that. It got to a point where I couldn't retain information. I going through, my first spouse had PTSD due to being in the war in Iraq, and how I coped, I have no clue. I began forgetting everything. I had to write everything down. I didn't think I could go through school, and I made it through school. It was just a determination, and I know it was God. So, like I said, to bring forth healing for other people, to help people that have gone through some of the things that I have experienced, that is like something major for me. But fibromyalgia, it is, wow. It's something to deal with.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us today for Music Marvels with the Chick with Beats and Breezy Gibson. I am thrilled, excited. We're delighted that we have the one, the only Monique Nicole in the virtual building with us. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. So, if you could just give a little bit of background for everybody out there listening, who is Monique Nicole? Tell us a little bit about, what you've been doing and when you discovered that you needed music to be a part of your life and all that good stuff.
Oh, wow. I've been singing since I could pretty much talk. And, I went into the music world probably about professionally as a singer. 2015 is when I dropped my first single. But previous to that, I was doing artist management and, I owned a few studios and I worked in a supporting role, helping other artists, achieve their dreams. But in 2015, I decided to invest in myself. So that's when I had dropped my first single, Say Yes. And, I got pretty lucky and was blessed that the single did really well here in the States and abroad. And that's where it pretty much began for me as a solo artist.
Actually, now you know that when you help other people achieve what they're trying to achieve, it always comes back and opens doors for you. So I'm just elated to hear what you just said in your opening statement.
Oh, thank you. I had a passion to help others, and I had a passion to also, stay connected to the music business. And, my parents, they didn't really support being an artist per se. They felt that music was more of a hobby than a profession. So, I listened pretty much, and, I went to school. I wound up, having a career in law enforcement, which I just retired from in April. And, while being able to satisfy, what I needed as far as being within the industry in those capacities. But I'm happy that, at some point I did push forward and, be able to, to live my dream a little bit. A lot, I should say. So it's been going well. For the most part, you got your peaks and valleys, because the business is not easy. It's not, it's not for the faint of heart, that's for sure. And, but it keeps going up. So we're going in the right direction, which is great.
Yeah, that's what's up. And, what you were saying about what your parents said about it not, being for a career, but maybe a hobby. You're not alone. There are a lot of people who've experienced that. It's always like, oh, well, make sure you have something to fall back on. But it's really cool that you found a way to still be involved in it, even if you weren't practicing your artistry as it was, but to be able to help others, like you had mentioned, that's really cool. So, since you had that experience, how much of that have you been able to use to help you yourself as an artist? Like, how did that kind of shape how you move within the industry now?
Well, it helped me enormously because, you're reading contracts, you're doing this, you're doing that a lot. You're doing a lot in the management capacity. So, I was managing myself up until about 2 years ago. So, it allowed me to have the knowledge base to be able to navigate, throughout the industry, not just as an artist, but also as a representative of myself. So, knowledge is power always. So it definitely did help. And, I'm independent. I have my own label. And I've had labels previously with other artists signed to me. So I'm signed to myself. now currently. So it helps a lot. It definitely helps. You should know the business that you're within, because music is a business, and if you don't know the business side, you're gonna have a problem.
Well said. Well said. When you say, Breezy?
Oh yes, but see, now you have a very calm and calming demeanor. Okay, right, and so which leads you to come across as a very influential person in the industry. Okay, and so which I give you kudos for that. And so you've got advantages that others don't have, which is a good thing. So I'm just happy to sit back and absorb you and what you're saying and the way you're saying it today.
Oh wow, thank you.
Yeah. Good stuff. So now you were raised in Brooklyn, right?
Yes. Born and raised in Brooklyn.
Yes.
Can I yell at the side, Brooklyn?
Of course, 'cause you already know Brooklyn is always in the house.
Yeah. So we gotta know about how that's shaped you musically as well.
Yes. Well, Brooklyn, it's a melting pot, and coming from parents that are like, my father was from down south, my mother's from the Caribbean, and living in Brooklyn, and it's just multicultural. So you would hear a lot of those influences come out in my music, and I think it was like a huge benefit to me being able to grow up in Brooklyn, through a great era, few great musical eras, like I have a mixtape where that was produced by my brother, which had a whole bunch of like guest DJs on it, and it was called Straight from the Crates. And that came up from being in Brooklyn, going to these block parties, and MCs coming through and rocking the mic, but instead of that I was singing on different tracks that they were cutting up or whatever. So that was just like such a dope era to live through. It's just, you had that, then you had, of course, the reggae, you had soca, you had Eastern Parkway, that was popping off every Labor Day. I didn't live too far from there, so I had so much around me that has affected me and my artistry. So I'm thankful that I grew up in Brooklyn. Brooklyn is a huge part of me that would never leave. It's like once from Brooklyn, always from Brooklyn. So it's like no matter where I go, that's where I represent. And people know as soon as you open your mouth anyway, because I have an accent. Like I'm here in the South, I'm out in I'm north of Atlanta, and no matter where I go, they're like, "Oh, from New York? You from New York?" Like, yeah, I'm from New York. Like I can't hide it. It's just not gonna change, So yeah, it's a huge part of who I am for sure.
All right, thank you so much for tuning in to Music Marvels with the Chick Who Beats and Breezy Gibson. We're very excited to say we have the phenomenally talented, just more than a triple threat, I believe. She's got a lot of stuff going, and just a delightful personality, delightful talent, the one, the only Adrienne Ralph. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well, and even better after hearing you describe me that way.
Yes, well, just so the audience knows, we connected on Instagram. I always love your posts, your videos, and just really positive and upbeat. And like I said, to have that shining personality and talent is just really magnetic. So if you could just kind of let everybody know who you are, what you do, and what first drew you to music.
Okay, well, I'm Adrienne Ralph, and I'm actually right now I live in Southern California with my husband and family, but I'm originally from Canada, so I'm from like West Coast of Canada, And I write songs and I sing. That's mainly what I do right now, although I also vocal coach and I have a fashion resale business too. And I'm also an artist. So like, yeah, there's a few things going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, so first, what drew me to music, you know, my family's really like, growing up, they put like a huge importance on like creativity, and like my parents had me in like choirs and music lessons from when I was really young. So I don't know, I think maybe they just put me in because they liked music, and then they realized like, oh, she actually is pretty good at this. So they like, I was able to do like piano lessons and did a lot of like musical theater and dance, that kind of thing growing up. But yeah, I would say like I love all forms of creativity and self-expression, but the one that has kind of like, I guess the one that I feel comes most naturally to me is singing and songwriting. So yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you just went through a whole gamut of a lot of things. Yep. And so, you know, you mentioned that that's kind of what resonates with you for self-expression. Well, let's see, not what age, but how long ago would you say that it was when you realized out of all these things that you could do, these two things were your favorite? What was that moment like for you?
Oh, let's see. I think I was probably about 15 or 16. And I was really like, before, I always sang and did music, but I was more into dance, and I really wanted to be a professional dancer when I was younger. And I think like, I don't know if you know a lot about like the dance world, but they're really specific about like body type. And like basically, if you don't have a certain body type, they're like, sorry, you're just not cut out for it. I did not have this body type. So I kind of like reached a point when I was in my mid-teens where I was like, I really don't think this is going to happen. And I had started a group with my sister and her friends. Like we just did a cappella songs, and we had started to write our own music, and we'd started to kind of like get gigs at little festivals and stuff in our area. And so it was almost like the dance was like tapering off, and then I kind of was like, oh, there's this other thing that's happening, and like actually I think I'm like cut out for this. So yeah, so I don't know if that answers your question.
Yes, it does. So yeah. And I know exactly what you mean. I was in 6th grade when I realized that wasn't going to happen for me. I was taking a jazz class and like, yeah, this isn't working. But yeah, so like to be able to switch gears like that and, you know, find something that you're passionate about as well, that you're really good at is a blessing. So, you know, kudos to you for being able to shift gears and, you know, not stay caught up on that that realization, if you will. It's kind of sad how unforgiving that world is, you know, as far as the varieties of, you know, body types, because I'm definitely not traditional either. So, yeah. So I know Breezy's probably burning to ask you a question. I'll go ahead and let you chime in.
Yeah, my input, I relate directly to the parents shipping you off into piano lessons or so on and so forth. I think that it works wonders for a young person as far as making them more well-rounded, giving them exposure to things that they hadn't seen before or thought of before. And, you know, those different notes of the scale, in my opinion, it just expands a young person's brain. It expands their mind. And so the trickle down from that is, you know, once they get into the teens or the early adults or even the later ages, you know, they can fall back and find abilities or capabilities to make reaches that some of the other children that when they didn't have that in the beginning, they can't do that. Okay, so kudos to you. I'm one of those people who, and just like a chick with Beats was saying, we're really in kind of rare air, having had that kind of background. So yeah, kudos to you for that. And so we directly relate.
Yeah, it's for sure. Like, I remember looking back and like my parents were like pretty strict about it. They're like, if we're paying for piano lessons, you have to practice. Me at the piano and be like, okay, practice, we're watching you, we're making sure you're doing what you're supposed to do. And like as a kid I was like, oh, I hate this. But like now as an adult I'm like, oh, I'm so glad they did it, because really like you were saying, there's nothing like it for just giving you that like musical foundation and like being able to like think in that way, like musically. And yeah, it's like a whole different language, isn't it?
Right. Because you can take all of those recitals and so on and so forth that happened years and years ago. There was a crowd. Whether the crowd was 5 people or 55 people, it started ingraining that type of exposure into you. So it's nothing like right now coming across a teenager or someone that's a young adult and ask them to even make a speech, just a speech. And once they find out they're going to be in front of a big crowd, sometimes they freeze up.
Yeah.
So with us having that exposure, being fortunate to have that, that's something that it doesn't happen to us. So,
yeah.
Oh yeah. So kudos to you again for all you're doing.
Yes. And so you mentioned the songwriting, and when you get in your bag, like, what do you do to kind of draw for inspiration, whenever you have a session?
Well, I work like from the top line angle. So sometimes like I have a group of producers that I work with that send me tracks, and then I write the song to the track. So I like on my phone, I have on my note-taking app, I kind of keep a list of like when I think of like, oh, that would be a good title for a song, or like that's a really cool line, or that's an interesting way of saying that, I'll just note it down. So when I get a track, I'll listen to it and be like, okay, what is it? What's the feel of it? Like, is it kind of angry? Is it sad? Is it happy and light and upbeat? And then from there, I'll kind of look at my little stash of notes and ideas and be like, oh, this would fit with this, with how this feels. Or sometimes I'll even just like turn it on and then just start like scat singing or non-verbal, like improvising over top. And then from there, sometimes words will come and I'll be like, okay, that's where it's going. And but I would say like the other way where I start just from nothing, it's usually because I have something that I want to say. So I feel like that's harder because like I have to be like, okay, how do I want to say this? Do I want to say this? Like what word patterns do I want to have, or rhythms, or like what feel do I want it to have? Where do I want it to go? Whereas like sometimes like if you have a track already, you know kind of where it's going. But when there's nothing, it's like it's really cool because you have total freedom, but then sometimes it's like I don't even know where to go with this. It could go anywhere. So yeah, I would say yeah, so that's usually how, like, the two ways that I would approach writing a song.
I'd like to begin with a fact. Whether in a small town like McAllen in the Rio Grande, or in Chicago, New York, or Los Angeles, it is business. Big business.
All right, and we're back with music industry news. First off, Matthew Knowles has been making some moves. So he's joined the teaching class at London College of Creative Media. He sold his Music World Entertainment Group to APX Capital, and he's planning a King Richard style biopic as a part of a $275 million film and TV fund. So, yeah, I mean, moves are being made. The veteran music executive, author, and educator, he's joined as a visiting lecturer at the college, and that's supposed to be starting in almost immediately, but also starting in the new academic year, which takes place in September. The school is offering a fully funded scholarship in his name.
Whoa.
I know. And then, yeah. And then as a part of the TV and film fund, the first project is going to be the Matthew Knowles story, which will tell the story of how he helped his daughters become the global superstars that they are now. And also how he managed Destiny's Child, and of course, the solo careers of Beyonce and Solange, Michelle Williams, and Kelly Rowland. So he's made some major moves in the past, and now more of this is going to come to light. The college says that they're really, really excited to have him on as a visiting lecturer, and of course, the scholarship is proof of that there. And I'd love to check out that movie, the Matthew Knowles story. I'd love to see what kind of details, kind of went into what he's done, because, to deny the impact that Beyonce has had on the music world would be insane.
Well, that's another case, another source of showcasing the rags to riches deal. When you get an idea, okay, and you focus on that idea, and you become very entrenched, involved with that idea, and you run across people, you don't know what you're doing, blah blah blah. What's he doing that for? It's not going to get anything out of it, and so forth. You got to have that stick-to-itiveness. And hey, so they did, he did. There are other folks that in our world that we live in that are the same way. And so, hey, salute to him, because he put the labor in, and hey, we see what happened.
Right. This serves as a great inspiration, because who knows, there could be someday that, one of our listeners is being able to tell their own story like that in the same way. So, yeah, if you're out there, you're doing the music thing, rock on, keep going, don't give up. Right.
There'll be naysayers. Hey, act like you don't even hear them.
Right.
Just march to your own beat, and you can do it.
Or in a Chick with Beats beat. Shameless plug right there.
Hey.
All right, and Hi-Fi closed an 8-figure funding round with backing from Quincy Jones, Gordon Capshaw, Diplo, and many more industry bigwigs. So the business and financial management platform calls itself a financial rights organization, and they're building innovative products and services that work to connect them to financially empower the creator class. I said, whoa, what a statement there. So, creatives definitely need somebody looking out for them. And so it sounds like it'll be a good thing. The value of the funding round hasn't been disclosed, but they think that it is somewhere around the 8-figure step. So, yeah, we'll see what comes of that. I'm hoping good things. They kind of launched in 2020, but we're still waiting to see everything that they bring forth coming forward in the next coming years.
Okay. Keep rolling. Yeah.
All right, and Def Jam Recordings celebrates Women's History Month with the Women of Def Jam compilation. So, yeah, they're paying homage to the women on their roster with 24 tracks. And, it's actually available for purchase, but you can also check it out on, like, Spotify or whatever. So, yeah, just go ahead and give that a spin. We had reported a while ago that Spotify's algorithm had kind of giving women the short end of the stick. So something like this, if you're still using Spotify, maybe give it a spin and kind of show Spotify that people like listening to women too. So yeah, heads up there.
Well, I do. I'm a staunch supporter of women in music and business and life and so on and so forth. So, hey, lend an ear and grab that and check it out and show them some support.
Yes. All right. And this story, man, I'll just say ahead of time, I don't really have a lot to say about it. It's kind of one of those things, hey, either this is brilliant or it's just really, really weird. And I'm not really sure where I stand with it just yet. But the world's largest music label, Universal Music Group, bought a Bored Ape NFT for $360,000. So, yeah. The NFT is named Manager Know It All, and that's N-O-E-T with, the little umlauts above the E. And so she's a female ape that looks pretty sad in the eyes. Not really sure what the deal is going on there. Blue dress, brown pilot helmet. And, they decided that she's going to serve as the manager for Kingship, which is the first metaverse music group that was created by 1022 back in November. So, this is the one we were telling you about. The band has, a mutant ape and 3 other bored apes. And yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting concept. Like I said, it'll either be brilliant or we'll kind of look back at that scratching our heads later as well. So I don't know. What do you think about that?
Wow. I mean, nothing surprises me, but hey, that is there. I mean, I just think, partake of it. Folks should partake of it and just see what they feel about it. And could be something that could be worthwhile. It could be something that may not be, but because let's check it out. Let's check it out.
Yeah. So
we may learn something from it.
Right, exactly. It might be one of those things we come back later and like, oh, remember when I said I didn't really know what I thought about this? But the group itself had kind of gotten a little bit of flack when it came out, saying, hey, this is pretty much like Gorillaz. But to see the group have different artists, that kind of makes sense. But why they'd actually have to generate a manager to exist in the space is quite interesting. So yeah, they might have some other things down the works, like maybe, I don't know, a graphic series or something like that where it might come into play. Right now, yeah, a bit of a head scratcher, but like I said, could be a brilliant move that'll make sense a little bit later.
Yeah, it could be one of those Mozart type of things where, like you're saying, people in the beginning, they can't understand, and, time goes by and all of a sudden, it's a magnet.
Mm-hmm.
So,
we'll sure. See. Yeah. All right, we're going to take a quick pause for the cause, and then we'll be back with more music industry news right after this.
Okay.
Okay, we're back with more music industry news. Megan Thee Stallion's label is countersuing her over her Something for the Hotties claims. So Megan had filed a complaint last month saying that she was trying to get the Something for the Hotties actually recognized as an album to kind of get rid of her agreement with 1501. And so that album was released on the 29th of October. And yeah, the label had contacted her and said, hey, this doesn't count as an album. You still owe us one under, the recording contract that we initially had. And so she made that complaint. And now the label has countersued her, saying that the compilation was of nothing but old, previously released material. It also says that she only appears on 29 minutes of the new recording. And according to her contract, that she must include at least 12 new master recordings of her studio performances of previously unreleased compositions in order to get credit for an album. However, her lawyers are saying, okay, well, 1501's only requirement was that the album had to be 45 minutes in length. So yeah, I'm not really sure. I haven't seen the contract myself, but I'd be willing to bet that they probably were a little more specific than just 45 minutes in length. So we'll have to see how all this pans out. Just in case you're not aware, something that we've shared on the show a few times about how she had kind of started off with them and realized that, her contract wasn't that great. And so by the time she had signed to the new management, that they were trying to get her out of that. And so, yeah, it's been kind of an interesting thing to see unfold, but it goes back to what we always say, get your contracts checked out before you sign them. There's a lot of people that are looking to take advantage of your desire to create music and, maybe just flashing a little bit of money in front of you in the first place to get you to sign something that, doesn't really have your best interest at heart. Unfortunately, we hear those stories way more often than a label doing what it's supposed to do. So please, please, please keep that in mind. Doesn't matter if you become homies, friends, whatever the case may be, get those contracts checked out so that way, you're not feeling bad about something that you committed to later.
You're right. We've always spoken about that. I can remember when I was even a little bitty musician, I was always hearing conversations about contracts, and I was always hearing folks saying, I hate my contract. I can't wait till I get out of this contract. And years later, still going on. That one phrase, inspect what you expect. So if you're getting ready to put your name on the dotted line, you better inspect what you expect. With 12 magnifying glasses, with 12 folks behind you reading, not just you. Oh my God. Here we go.
Yeah, it's like, you can't really stress that enough because, it seems like at least weekly I'm seeing stories where someone's unhappy, someone's complaining. But just be careful out there. Just assume that they don't have your best interest at heart. That's how you should be viewing the contract.
Remember, when money is about to change hands, and remember when money does change hands, it can be a beautiful thing, yes, but it can be a not so beautiful thing, no. All depending on the characteristics of why the money is changing hands. So, oh my gosh.
There you go, right there, the why. That'll highlight everything. Yeah, if you inspect that, the why behind it, that's what's up. Yeah. All right. Yeah, because it's a big business out there, and this next story kind of covers that. The global recorded music revenues hit $25.9 billion last year, which was up 18.5% compared to the previous year. And so, key driver behind it was the paid subscription and streaming revenues, and so those went up by almost 22% compared to the previous year, up to 12.3 billion. So when they keep talking about the potential for growth in the streaming industry, one, they're talking about getting more into the emerging markets, but also including trying to convert free users over into paying users. So then we've also shared some new things that are coming forth. Companies who have closed the deal to be able to launch and have additional ways to pay artists. So, something to be aware of. But that streaming subscription revenue is one of the main things that they're talking about when they're talking about the potential for growth in that sector.
Well, okay, think of it in terms of, we all know how real estate works in terms of you having some rental property. That person or persons, if they want to occupy that property, they've got to pay you on an ongoing basis, monthly income. Okay, that subscription. Okay, that's one of the easiest ways to you building an empire, having that monthly subscription of that income from that property. Okay, well, subscriptions can be about anything. Okay, and so my point is, to each one out there, if you can find a way to create a subscription service for what you got going on, where people pay you routinely over and over and over again, I wouldn't let that go by without investigating it for each one trying to do that, because, hey.
For sure. Yeah. And it seems like, with some of these that are emerging, I believe there are a couple that are trying to adapt the same thing that Bandcamp had, to where they could offer artists artists were able to offer subscriptions to fans. So by paying, a set amount of money, that entitles them to get your new releases and so forth. So, that's one way right there. You don't have to use Bandcamp necessarily in order to do that. You could even, enact something like that from your own website. So like he was saying, it's definitely something to make sure that you check into if you've got the content there to kind of back that up.
Right. Speaking of backing things up, we're gonna bring this show to a halt right here. And I'm gonna highlight 3 initials, and those initials, okay, that has to do with intelligence, but it has to do with demonstrating that you've gone through a rigorous program that improved your knowledge. And those initials are MBA. I'll say that one more time for the listeners. MBA. Okay, so when you hear this knowledge that's being shared with you by the one and only A Chick with Beats, if you don't know, now you know that she's got those 3 initials behind her name.
Thank you.
Okay, so A Chick with Beats is just out there just grabbing stuff just for the sake of grabbing it and then sharing it with you. There's a method to the madness, and it's about educating not just one, but all. And so this is a course not only in life, but it's a course in music, and it's a course in business, all wrapped into one. So
yeah,
A Chick with Beats might walk quietly, but she carries a big stick. So
well, thank you very much.
And I want everybody out there to be talking to their friends, saying, "Did you know A Chick with Beats has an MBA?" No, I didn't know that. Well, now you know.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that. All right. Final news story for the night is Warner Music Group has acquired the Middle East Kanawat Music. I hope I pronounced that the right way. But they say that the company will become its key local distributor, and it's responsible for a significant proportion of new releases in the Middle East and North Africa. and it has interest in brand partnerships and music publishing administration and the works. So yeah, they've kind of taken that under their wing. You're hearing a lot about these major music companies buying up some of the smaller ones in various markets. So you know that means that they can see the promise in it. And once again, as always, anytime we get these stories, I have to remind and make sure that everybody's aware of the importance of having your music everywhere that you possibly can. Don't just look at the big stuff that's popping over in the US, because there's so many other markets and opportunities for you. Because if you got the sound, all you got to do is just try to make sure that your music's everywhere where people can connect with it, because you never know where your next mega fan might come from. So think beyond our borders in the US. And shout out to all our listeners in all these various places that all these new stories are dropping in. And it's just good stuff happening. It's an exciting time to be witnessing all this.
Well, you just shared like a 24K gold bullion bar just right now, right? Okay, so to the listeners, you better pay attention, because she's giving you some real life knowledge. Not just today, but every time we broadcast, that knowledge is in there. So hey, shouts out to A Chick with Beats and A Chick with Beats MBA.
Thank you very much. All right, we're gonna take a quick pause for the cause, and then we'll be back before we head out.
Okay.
That's a wrap for this week's edition of Music Marvels with The Chick with Beats and Breezy Gibson. We thank you for rocking with us and joining us, and we hope that you come back to do it again next week.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, there's plenty in store. So hey, we need you right here so you can absorb and also continue with that tradition that we talked about starting, where you inspect what you expect. Came from you. Yeah.
All right. So till then, you know where to find us. Tune in, tell a friend.
Ain't no mystery. She's on fire. She's the good thing, but she better no lie. Say she moving fast, but it's alright. hotter and hotter. It's getting hotter and hotter. Now what you gonna do? Ooh, what you gonna do? 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 Move around. Ooh, she'll move around. Little baby, she can move around. Just watch her move around. Gotta try I can move around. I can move around. Come on, I can move around. Just watch me move around.
Girl, you're working with some flash, yeah. You're bad, yeah. Make a fella spend the cash, yeah. It's bad, yeah. Girl, you're working with some flash, yeah. You're bad, yeah. Make a fella spend the bag, yeah. It's cash, yeah. Girl, you made it, you made it. Oh yeah, you made it, you made it. Baby girl, you made it, you made it. Oh yeah, you made it, you made it. Been a long time coming. All these blessings rolling in, I ain't even see them coming. Too hard, I've been going too hard now. They say I need a vacation, say I need to slow down. And I ain't trying to slow down. Pretty face with a bad attitude. Working like I got too much to lose. Built the up 1, 2 by 2s. I wonder now I pay too many dues. Head up in my heels high. This what life's supposed to feel like. Looking like I'm in a gym, right? Taking side pics, looking thick like. Girl, you're working with some flash, yeah. You're bad, yeah. Make a fella spend the cash, yeah. It's bad, yeah. Girl, you're working with some flash, yeah. You're bad, yeah. Make a fella spend the bag, yeah. It's cash, yeah. Girl, you made it, you made it. Oh yeah, you made it, you made it. Baby girl, you made it, you made it. Oh yeah, you made it, you made it. No more stressing. I can't control God's time and learn my lesson. Can't trust too many people, gets reckless. More rings, I've changed. Who's really on my side now? Who's really getting down now? My baby told me true love. Every day is new love. Wake up to my daughter and my hubby, now that's true love. Guess I never knew love. Head up in my heels high. This what life's supposed to feel like. Throw it back now. For the 99 in the 2000. Yeah. Girl, you're working with some flash, yeah. You're bad, yeah. Make a fella spend the cash, yeah. It's bad, yeah. Girl, you're working with some flash, yeah. You're bad, yeah. Make a fella spend the bag, yeah. It's cash, yeah. Girl, you made it, you made it. Oh yeah, you made it, you made it. Baby girl, you made it, you made it. Oh yeah, you made it, you made it. Self-love is the best love. Yeah. 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 You made it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Head up in your heels high. Head up in your heels high. Head up in your heels high. Hey.
Thank you for supporting Big G's Barbecue, home of the Mile High Monster. Look for us every Saturday, no longer in the yellow trailer, but now in the red trailer. Barbecue so good to make you want to slap somebody. Oh! Follow us on Facebook at Big G's Barbecue. And for more information, call 720-290-1037. 720-290-1680. That's 720-290-1680. Big G's Barbecue.
Malware, phishing, identity theft. Every day, cybercrime is getting cleverer, with criminals deploying new techniques that could damage your business. For example, this ad has been voiced by me, a professional actress, and me, a synthesized AI copy. Could you tell who was which? At Hiscox, it's this type of threat we make it our business to know. That's why our specialist business insurance helps you stay one step ahead of cybercrime. To find out more and to see what lines were real, go to hiscox.co.uk/one step ahead. Hiscox. Ever onwards.
You know what I like about Texas? At one point, we were our own country. Remember the Alamo? And the world's first rodeo was right here in Pecos, Texas. Know what else I like? Right now at DQ, I can get a steak finger country basket or a delicious dude combo with a drink and fries for just $5. And check it out, the pumpkin pie blizzard is back. Dude, you know you want one.
DQ, that's what I like about Texas.
All the hits, one station.
tries to bring you down when things start going right. We all have doubts, no doubt about it. Can let them move our lives. The choices that we made, and we all have made mistakes, but we all have to try. Whatever you wanna be, you control your destiny and make it all worthwhile. Do things your way. Oh, you can do it your way. You can make it happen. Oh, make it happen today. Yeah, oh, oh. Take the time to search your mind and feel what's in your heart. Fundamental things and the joy life brings, a wish upon a star. As hard as life may seem, it's just pieces of a dream we have to find. So sometimes take a chance, no matter what the circumstance. The power is all in your mind. Do things your way. You can do things your way. You can make it happen. Oh, make it happen today. The future is just what you make of it. You know you've got to go for what you feel. Alright. Yeah, you know
and exciting.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons. For years I would stare up in the sky with so many questions. Like, will I find someone for me? Or even if I'm standing in a place I need to be. I can't say that every love affair I had was perfect, but every painful day and late night was worth it. Now I realize everyone that let me down led me to you. Oh baby, all them sleepless nights, all the heartbreak I had led me to you. If I never went through it, I would have never found a love like you. It's not about the past, it's all about the present. I thought love wasn't meant to be until the day I felt it from you. You gave so much to me, can't help but give it back to you. Right now I just wanna breathe, see it living. Oh, come on, babe. Now I realize everyone that let me down led me to you. Led me to you. Oh, baby, all them sleepless nights, all the heartbreak I had led me to you. If I never went through it, I would have never found a love like you. The sky was always blue, so blue, but blue, and now with you, the sun it seems to shine brighter now. I needed ups and downs just to realize this now. And now that you're around, I truly know love. I can't help but thank God for you, baby. Yeah. Now I see, now I realize everyone that let me down led me to you. Led me to you. And I'm thankful, baby, for them sleepless nights, all the heartbreak I had led me to you. Led me to you, led me to you, led me, baby, to love you, baby girl. Yeah. Everyone can't believe me. I used to say, why me, why me, why me, why me? Yeah. See, God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Moment of silence, I just watched them die live. They say you living wrong if they kill you with your eyes open. So I just question if my eyes open. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies. I just made $1 million telling children killer just to waste some time. Was it a waste of time? Was it worth it? Gentlemen, this is a genocide. Pick a side, pick a sign up, pick it lines up, pick it signs up. We can wake up like the wicked line up if we can line up. Real life getting in the way. I got a bottle of liquor, limes up. She got a booty, we might make a movie, then wait till the news of another shooting. But what can we do? It's America the beautiful. Woo. Red eyes, white eyes, I wonder what the blue is for. Oh, you and yours might have witnessed a few of yours, but nothing quite like this American funeral. The funeral. Baby, run for your life. Oh, pray, children, pray to save the nation from the grave. Cry, children, cry. Baby, run for your life. Oh, pray, children, pray to save the nation from the grave.
I will fear no evil.
My country tears of thee, sweet land of liberty. It's hard for me to sing about the forefathers. Fathers are rarity to me. See, nobody's got them. Woo! The tattoos we used to pay the homage. In the aftermath of Reaganomics. We've been wasting time, can we be honest? We fall way behind, can't get beyond this.
Gentlemen, this is a genocide. Pick your sign up, pick your lines up, pick your signs up. We can wake up like the wicked line up, if we can line up.
Real life getting in the way.
I got a bottle of liquor, limes up. She got a booty, we might make a movie, then wait till the news of another shooting. But what can we do? It's America the beautiful. Woo!
Red eyes, white eyes, I wonder what the blue is for.
Oh, you and yours might have witnessed a few of yours, but nothing quite like this American funeral. The funeral.
Cry, children, cry. Baby, run for your life. Oh, pray, children, pray to save the nation from the grave. Cry, children, cry. Baby, run for your life. Oh, pray, children, pray to save the nation from the grave.
Dope music for a new generation. We be Sparkx Radio KSPX.